participating in practice. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here inside the Vernon Curling Club. It's the women's semifinal here at the Rick Cotter Memorial. Team Daniels versus Team Bakker from Calgary, Alberta in an interprovincial matchup. My name is Jordan Kiss. Thank you for joining me here this morning. It is, again, as mentioned, the Rick Cotter Memorial. Part of the BC Junior Curling Tour presented by Bel Air Direct Insurance and Best Western, the official hotel of Curl BC. As that first rock from Jordan Henson for Team Daniels comes to the 4-foot. And for Team Bakker here. Open hit here for Juliana McKenzie. Lead a 3-women team here. It's Team Bakker without the Bakker. Riley Bakker, I've been told, has a lot of exams this weekend, was unable to make the trip out to Vernon. As they hit and roll to the 8-foot over there. Both skips are mic'd up for this one. So you can get a little idea of what's going out on the ice. They'll chime in on their conversations. Second rock here from Jordan. She will hit and she will just hang it or just spill out. Doesn't look like it's in play. That's something to freeze to for Team Bakker if they're interested in, but maybe later on in the end. They're going to play to that side.
Line's good. Switch. Switch. Finish a little lead. Yep. Line's good. Whoa. Really good, Jules. 15.
And the corner guard is thrown up there from Juliana. And Sarah Daniels now going to ask second Hannah Lindner to play to the top of the 4-foot. And you might see some teams throw the center guard in this situation to try to bring play back to the middle. And try to force Team Bakker to play around the center instead of around their own corner guard. Sarah Daniels and her team already a winner on the BC Junior Tour this season, winning the Anita Cochran Memorial in September. Team Bakker also a winner in Alberta this year in Lethbridge, winning the Michael Izak Memorial Junior Women's Cashspiel. And it will roll, and it will roll over and catch the blue as the blue one will come out. So, they're going to ask Hannah just to try to roll in a little bit here. Nose is okay. Always important when you are hitting is just to make the rock you're trying to hit go out. And almost putting the broom right on the nose here. It's pretty straight on the wings. A little, curls quite nicely towards the middle, but it's curling a lot more when you throw it towards the wings. I've seen a lot of teams get caught by the lack of curl playing towards the middle, especially when they're in that 12-foot area and they're going outside in. Usually it doesn't come up for them. And the opposite when they're throwing towards the wings in the 12-foots. I've seen a lot of over curls on hits.
Just 10.
There's now Lisa Parent, the Team Bakker.
up a little more. Okay, Elise.
And she will just hit and roll out,
8-5. No, I called 9.
leaving the corner guard up, and Sarah's not going to hesitate here and
Yeah, I know.
peel it
I
off,
just
and
wanted to make sure.
looks like we're on pace here for a blank end. We're on to third rocks now, Sarah Loken. Sarah Loken also part of Sarah Daniels' women's team, along with Kate McMillan and Holly Horvat. She plays lead on the women's team and third here in juniors. As that one will roll, but looks like it's still in play there, so not really a usable rock right now, but it's there. This team, Bakker here is going to throw the corner guard. Rock will come just short of the house here, and Sarah again going to ask other Sarah for the peel. Sarah Loken played with Sarah Dance for a few years now. They won a junior provincial last year, eventually finishing second at the Canadian juniors. Into, was it Selena Sturmey of Alberta, I believe, in the final? I know it wasn't Alberta, I believe it was Selena Sturmey. Of course, this year, junior nationals being held here in BC in Langley, back in the lower mainland.
Jules. Yep. Get to my broom. Wait.
And Lisa with another nice corner guard here. And Sarah Daniels will go out to peel this one. Sarah Daniels, a three-time runner-up at the Canadian Junior Championships, twice as a skip. But she is a world junior champion, playing fifth for Mary Fay of Nova Scotia when they won the World Championships in Denmark a few years ago.
No, I'm probably going to come to the other side. Actually, I might stay to this side.
It is nice to see Sarah back playing here. She struggling with a little bit of an injury yesterday. Didn't play in the quarterfinals. You knew she wasn't going to miss this one. Women's semifinal here in Vernon, BC. Rick Cotter Memorial. As Ashton Skrillick.
Pretty similar to
The normal third for this Bakker team, but taking over the reins this weekend is doing a fine job, as you can tell, bringing her team to the semifinals.
Like a 35 or do you like a 3-4?
So it's her first rock here in the first end. It's going to play this one in the rings here and force Sarah to a hit and stick on her last. And we'll come to the back of the 12-foot.
Okay. Yeah.
And now for Sarah Daniels,
Yeah.
hit and stick here. That's the goal. That's the shot.
Oh. PL like just yaws it through the rings.
Jordan Henson in the house throwing the lead stones, but calling line for Sarah's rocks as she makes that one
There you go.
perfectly right on the beacon. It'll be a blank opportunity here for Team Bakker in the first end.
I think a little bit. I don't, especially not with Peel.
So last rock here in one, blank opportunity. Oh, chance to take the hammer to the second end here. And Ashton makes that with ease, and it will be a blank end here in one. So remain scoreless here after one end. In Vernon will be back with second end action right after this.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Baller Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Bel Air Direct.
And number two underway here inside the Vernon Curling Club. It's the women's semifinal of the Rick Cotter Memorial, part of the BC Junior Curling Tour, presented by Bel Air Direct Insurance and Best Western, the official hotel of Curl BC. My name is Jordan Kiss. Thank you for joining me here this morning. As Jordan Henson leading us off here, and we'll slide onto the back of the house, and we'll go all the way through. So Ashton gonna ask Juliana for the corner guard once more here. I just want to make sure your lead rocks, at least put them in play. Give the other team at least something to worry about, instead of giving them a free chance here. And another perfectly executed guard by Team Bakker. And now Sarah's going to ask Jordan here for the center. Trying to force in this end. Usually that's always the goal when you don't have the last rock. Force the other team to just take 1 point. And the center guard is made from Jordan. Now a decision time for
Not having a good day with the
Ashton whether to go around the corner or the center. So they are going to go around the corner guard here.
stop that, but it was like after it already crossed.
Again, you could come around the center in this situation, but you do have your corner guard. You want to make sure you you use it. Talking to Jim Cotter last night about this. You know, a lot of teams sort of throw up the corner guard on the lead rocks, and they eventually never use it in the end. So while you have it, might as well take advantage of it,
Really?
because that will slide to the back of the 8-foot. Now 8 ends of play here in Vernon. 5 rock rule in effect. No time limit. Each team is given 2 90-second timeouts. And it looks like there's enough room here to play a soft weight of this for Hannah. Tap it out. You can try to roll towards the middle behind your own. Then on it right away. You know, it's really curling towards the wings here. It's going to be pretty close here. And they'll just get it by. And they will get a little roll here. Nice sweep from Jordan.
Good save.
So Team Bakker just trying to put it back here. Looks like they're going to throw a board weight. On it right away here. Trying for the roll. And will it get by? Just get by, and they will roll the other way, so behind center. It is buried, but something that Team Daniels can freeze to, and that is what Sarah is going to call here. Come and freeze on the back one. You come top 4, top button, that's fine as well. It's okay. Don't want to be heavy. If you're heavy, you're going to most likely see Team Bakker play around the middle again, and then they're going to have 2 rocks buried. Town just needs to curl right now. It looks pretty close, maybe a hair hot.
Can you finish it all? Okay.
That's a nice shot there from Hannah. We'll tap the yellow one a bit, so it is the Blue Rock sitting shot right now, and Ashton's going to go out and ask Lisa for a peel.
That's not bad. Started curling a lot. 9. It barely touched it. Came off quite a bit.
Again, on it right away here. Get lucky here, maybe make the blue double. And that is what's going to happen. So a nice little plan B there. Kind of the same shot here for Sarah and her team as we're now on 3rd rocks. Play the freeze. This one's again really close. Finishing it off here. And another great shot there by Team Daniels. I think maybe the same shot here from Team Bakker. You couldn't nose to take the blue off, but again, you're leaving a center guard, so maybe a peel is the safe safe bet right now. You'll probably see Sarah throw up another center. As they will just take the round out here. So it is still Team Daniel sitting the one at the back of the four, frozen on the yellow one. A little separation there, but Sarah's going to elect to peel this corner off. You could throw the center guard here one more time, even in top 12. Sarah just doesn't want this corner to come into play. But this will go right on by. And a chance now for a Team Bakker to sit two here with the hammer.
You have to
Again.
hit like a quarter. I just like board.
So board weight here. Hit the blue and gonna roll behind the corner.
Yep. Whoa.
This looks a little heavy.
What is it?
And a little more than board, but we'll take the blue out. But they will roll out as well. So a little break there from
Nine.
for Team Daniels. Now a chance to hit. Want to roll away just a little bit. Don't want to roll too far to the left because if you roll in the 12-foot, wouldn't be surprised to see Team Bakker go behind their corner guard because they will be able to
Starting a bit
get
big.
shot rock out of it. So nose, a little roll, stick in the 8-foot.
But if she gets me to draw to it,
This one's going to roll the other way and will roll, and it will just out. I don't believe that is in. So chance enough for Team Bakker to use their corner guard.
like
That blue one could be used for them if,
yeah,
Sarah
exactly.
tries to hit it out. If Ashton makes this one, it could jam.
Just around, buddy.
So just around the corner guard.
Do you like a 3-4? Okay. I should release this positive. I think it's going to track just a little bit, finish at the end. Looks like that's what you were doing, so. Try not to kill the line right away if you have to go.
So as you can tell from what Ashton said to Juliana, she definitely knows what she needs to do here down to the exact little detail. Has an idea of what this path is going to do. This positive rotation here doesn't want Juliana to get on it right away. They'll kill the line. Line looks good right now. I think it's all about the weight. You are by. Now where's it going to stop? Jordan working hard to get it out here.
Sit.
And it will just hang on to the back to 12.
Okay. Little spicy.
But Sarah's going to go the aggressive route here and try to freeze to that one
Spicy.
and force Team Bakker to 1 here.
Just running quick, hey?
You don't even have to freeze. You can just, you know, bury around the corner guard.
Really gliding, I think.
We end up bumping it out. It's not really too bad. We just gotta get the line right. Quicker than we
Anticipate, yeah.
As you hear Sarah say, she doesn't mind bumping it up, but it's all about the line here. That's the important thing.
So really, I mean,
So if you're light and you're behind the guard, that's fine. So last rock for Team Daniels here in 2.
I'd really like to get 3 here.
On it for line right now. And it's going to be on that corner. Now they're going to bump this corner in. And then it won't, so
Okay, never mind.
be an open draw for 2 here for
Same
Team
as draw to
Bakker.
pin, hey? Should be close.
Take the early lead here in the women's semifinal.
Do you think even a hair less? This is same draw to pin path, hey? Should be close.
So they play this
Do you
draw
like a
during the
3-4?
warm-up, so they have a general idea of what to expect for speed. Where to put the broom here.
You'll never
No
really
need to
get to go for
do
line,
a flirt with that blue guard. Just put it in the paint and you'll get your deuce. Good old skips deuce here in 2.
Should be close. Okay. Yeah, keep. Oh, less.
So you can hear it's a lot less already. We're working hard to try. Just gotta hit the paint here. And a great sweep by Ashton Juliana. They'll get their 2 here in the second and take the early lead here in the women's semifinal in Vernon. And number 3 is on deck, and it's coming up.
Do like pin? I like it. Let's go! Get past! Keep! Not crying! Coming over now! Put up some
It's back here inside the Vernon Curling Club. And number 3 is scored 2 for Team Bakker in the second end to take the 2-0 lead. Team Daniels will have a hammer for the first time in this one. That rock will slide to the back of the 8, and Team Daniels will throw the corner guard. This is the women's semifinal. 8 sheets here at the Vernon Curling Club. All of them are being used this morning. We have the semifinals of the men's and women's, and of course the consolation round as well. But an update on the semifinals right now. The other women's semi, Team Drexel versus Team Richards over on sheet 5. They have blanked the first two ends, so they're just getting underway in 3. On to the men on sheet 4. It's Team Ballard versus Team Carpenter, and Team Carpenter up 2 after 2. And on the men's final, men's semi-final over on sheet 6, Team Sato versus Team Palanuik. Just trying to see who's who right now. But it is, they are just getting started here in end number 3. And it is Team Sato with the 2-0 lead. But they haven't put up the score for the second end yet. So when they do, I will let you know. So after drawing to the back 8 on her first, Juliana draws to the top 8 on her second. And Jordan's going to be asked here to play a hit and roll. Hit, and they will roll, and they'll roll just a little too far, but still should do the job. You can see there, it's for a right-handed thrower, that's pretty much, you know, all of it buried. And Team Bakker can't peel yet. Of course, 5-rock rules, so they're going to draw to the 8-foot. Three nice shots there from Juliana. Got her draw weight down. So maybe a hit and roll the other way here for Team Daniels. Split the house at 2. Even make the double in the process. We're gonna overcurl a little bit. We'll just hit on the nose, and the yellow will go by the other yellow. There's still Team Bakker sitting shot stone right now, without the hammer, but you know, looks like there's a double here. It's a little flat, but definitely makeable. If you do, you're gonna sit behind the corner. This one's hanging. We'll get a piece of it, and it will. So we'll remove the blue. And Team Daniels again, another chance to split. Nose again, try a little roll over to the right. Want to stick here, and it will roll out. So a costly error there from Hannah and Team Daniels. Looks like there's an opportunity here to take this blue one out. Not an easy shot, as long as you know get the guard out if you can't hit the one of the rings. Just waiting for this one to curl. Getting a little straighter out here. And it is by, and it will hit the blue. It's a nice shot there from Lisa.
Good, Lisa.
But the guard is still there for Team Daniels to use and draw around. Let's come around the corner guard here for Sarah Loken. This one's going to be close and will hit. And it will come to the top of the 12th. So weight was there. Again, just a little tight. So an open rock now for Team Bakker. Ashton going to ask Lisa here just to hit and roll to the wing. This one's taking its time here and will hit. And it will roll over to the 12-foot there. So still in play, which is the important thing. So it's an open hit here for Sarah Loken. Try to roll as far to the middle as you can here. This one is hanging out, and it's going to go by.
She can draw all she wants. I think it's close to the same.
You know, for Team Daniels, you couldn't have gone around the corner guard there.
I'd like her to take one this end. Okay.
So you could appeal here and allow Team Daniels to blank, but you hear Ashton say that no, they want to force here. So they're going to go around the corner guard. But doing so does keep the blank alive, or excuse me, the two still alive for Team Daniels. Well, they are going to go to the other side, excuse me. Now Sarah could go around the corner guard here. I think you can still get shot rock if you go behind. A little harder now, but they're going to like to play the hit here.
Looks like I got draw weight everywhere.
So hit again, maybe try to roll over as you can. You know, maybe sit in the back 12 area. It's his first rock for Sarah Daniels here in 3.
Whoa. No, no, no.
And this one hanging out there right now. And she will hit and roll out. Now is a good opportunity to go around the corner guard, which is what Ashton's going to do here. Behind the corner. And force Sarah to her single here in 3.
A lot faster over here, hey?
It is the women's
Hair more.
semifinal here, the Rick Cotter Memorial.
Oh, out.
Nope. The update over on sheet 6 in the other men's, one of the men's semis. Team Sato does have a 2-1 lead over Team Palanuik. They currently play 3.
I'm gonna keep
All the other
quite a bit less
semifinals,
than
the
that.
scores. Let's see as they were when the set started. So last rock here for Ashton Skrillik and Team Bakker.
Sweat. Right.
I'm trying to bury this one here, but it will just hang out. It was all right there, but a blank chance here for Sarah.
Just has to get over here more. 52.
Now there is a possibility that the yellow one could maybe jam on this one back here.
Go through.
I feel like if she does, the blue one will still hang around in the rings and be shot still, but it could happen. You never know. So last rock here in 3. Chance for a blank for Team Daniels. Take the hammer to 4. And the real hit and the blank is made, so Team Daniels will retain the hammer heading into 4-end, but right now through 3 ends, Team Bakker holds a 2-0 lead here in Vernon.
Woo-hoo. Sick fight. You gotta see this. Look. 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 Look.
Shh. I'm saving money.
Save up to 25% on your optional car insurance for safe driving with Bel Air Direct.
Yep. Where?
And number 4 underway here in Vernon. Team Bakker with a 2-0 lead over Team Daniels after they blanked the second end.
Good.
This is the women's semifinal of the Rick
forgot
Cotter
we were
Memorial
sitting there
here,
for a sec.
excuse me, here
I was
in
like,
Vernon,
oh, no,
BC.
we're going-
Part of the BC Junior Curling Tour presented by Bel Air Direct Insurance, where Curl BC members can benefit from a discount on car, home, condo, and tenant insurance, on top of any other savings, discounts, and benefits that you are already eligible for. So when you do call Bel Air Direct, do mention you are a Curl BC member, and you can receive your exclusive premium You know, we have a team from Alberta here. People from watching Quebec, so if you're watching from Quebec or Alberta, maybe try that out. Maybe you might get lucky. I don't know if they actually check to make sure you're a Curl BC member. But maybe it's worth a shot. You can save a ton of money with Bel Air Direct. But if you are a Curl BC member, give Bel Air Direct a check online or give them a call. My name is Jordan Kiss. Thank you for joining me here on this Sunday morning. So the first back for Team Bakker comes to the top 8, and Team Daniels throws the corner guard.
We're really wide, Lise. Carve it, Lise. Even if it's in.
Try and make this one curl here to get in front of the yellow one.
Whoa. Whoa. That's okay.
That's a good spot for it. You want to be on the on that side of it. So Team Daniels can't hit and roll off it right now. And if you were on the other side, they could hit and roll. But again, the draw is still here for Team Daniels and Jordan Henson. And they will draw to the 8-foot here, but it is wide open. So for Team Bakker, opportunity to hit. Try to roll in a bit.
Just 10.
You could nose, but you might leave the hit and roll back the other way. Is they're going to just try to roll in here. If they do, they are going to hit their yellow one. They're just looking to just do punch that over to the open a little bit. Probably the less they can hit the yellow one, the better. If they can freeze to it, that would be ideal. Very difficult to hit freeze, but just make the blue go away. That's goal number 1 here.
Yep. Okay. Lise. It's 10.
It's 11.
So just cleaning this one now for Team Daniels. Well, you're going to roll behind. That's a lovely shot there from Hannah, removing the yellow one. Now sitting second shot behind their guard. So Team Bakker here going to just put a center guard up here. Kind of block Team Daniels from being able to hit that yellow one in the 8-foot, which, you know, you could see probably at least half of it here. Will come to rest on the center. So for Sarah, try to make this one a little more accessible. So Peel, try to get the one in the 8-foot. If you can get the top one off, you'll be happy. We'll get the one. They will. That's all they'll get is they'll jam it, and that yellow one will unfortunately roll right to the center line at the top of the 8-foot. So
Nice fix.
looking quite nicely for Team Bakker. And yeah, play the come around here. Sit 2 buried. No, back 8. Back 4. If you manage to get above the T-line buried, that would be
Nice roll.
absolutely perfect. Not the easiest shot there, so just get it in there. In there buried. So we're now on to the 3rd rocks here in 4. This one is moving towards the guard and looks like it will hit or will get by, but it will come in contact with the one at the top of the 8-foot here. Now, will it move it at all? I don't think it will. It'll come to the top 12, so right now it is still Team Bakker sitting 2 buried. Play a long run back for Team Daniels.
It's not bad.
You would love to be able to bring that your rock in the top of the 12-foot on the corner there into play. You're going to have to remove these 2 yellows to do so. So they're going to run it back here, trying to make some yellow rocks move around. Maybe the issue is you're most likely going to leave your shooter up there.
Yep. Hey, whoa.
This one's over curling. And it will hit the blue, and some blues will move around. And one of them will be removed, but the one on the top of the 12 is just short. That looks like it's a biter, so not too much damage done. But a chance to play the center guard once more. You're kind of in the same spot there. That high guard is absolutely perfect. You know, most likely Team Daniels will attempt the run back again, so you want to make it as hard as possible for him. And the guard will go up, but it will over curl, and chance here for Team Daniels to you can hit here, get rid of both, get really fancy with it, and try to roll behind the corner. But I don't think you'll remove both yellows that way. You want to get rid of these yellows just to open up the center line a little more for you. Again, hopefully bring that biter into play. So gotta get by the guard first, and they will come to the nose. And that is a fine shot there from Sarah Loken. Still Team Bakker sitting 1. Well, they have that blue, which Team Daniels can use. All they have to do is just hit it to make the yellow one go away. And you can draw around here if you're Team Bakker, but you have to put the yellow one in the right spot so you don't leave a little double here for Team Daniels. So ideally, you're going to want this one dead buried behind it on the center line. You could go back 4, back 8 here. And if you end up going right here, it'll definitely make this run a little easier.
I just was wondering if
And remove both the yellow rocks. I'm going to draw down the left side here. You go down the right side, you don't bury. You allow Team Daniels to play the hit and roll, and if they do, there'll be 3 blues in the house compared to your 1 yellow, and wouldn't be ideal for Team Bakkers. Ashton Skrillick throwing her first here in 4. And after this 4th end, there will be a 5-minute 4th end break. Well, this one has some weight to it. We'll hang it around. Looks like it's digging in here at the end, so that's fine. Back 8 foot.
Just draw.
Team Daniels could draw here. If they really wanted to, they could try that blue, yellow, yellow here. But Sarah's just going to draw.
Just come around.
So you want to come kind of bite the button here.
Tough or buried if we can.
But Team Bakker is still going to have the, they can tap up their yellow one by hitting the blue one first, depending where this one ends up.
Yeah. Okay. Like 14
But
now.
not much else you can do right now. You either play the draw here or you try the yellow double. No draw, freeze. Freeze will be fine. Well, you might be limited to 1 point if you do so.
Room. Got a girl. Sarah. Sarah.
It's needing this one to curl. Weight's good. Weight is really nice from Sarah. And it will come open there in the 4 foot. Looks like Ashton will be able to see most of it, if not all.
Call freeze because of the line.
So they're going to play the hit. Try to roll in. If you can roll buried, it'll be really hard for Sarah to score. Just roll over to the button there. And you'll have a really nice chance to steal at least one. Team Bakker now. Ashton Skrlik, last rock here in 4, up 2-0 without the hammer in the women's semifinal of the Rick Cotter Memorial from Vernon, BC. Playing the hit and roll. Needs to make this blue one go away. Nose is all right, too. Don't want to be wide here and jam. Oh, this is not looking great, and it will jam. But the good news is that Sarah will only have a shot for 2.
Just 11. 11.
So you just got to hit this one on the nose, stick around in the 8 foot, and you'll tie this game up as at the halfway mark.
Just 11. Nose is good.
Last rock here in the 4th end. Chance for 2 here for Team Daniels.
Oh.
And this is hanging out there again. And looks like it should be fine though, and as they will come to the nose, if you score 2 for Team Daniels here in 4, they will tie this up as we're halfway through this one. 5-minute 4th end break, then we'll be back with 5th end and the second half action here in the women's semifinal. The Rick Cotter Memorial from Vernon, BC.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Baller Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Bel Air Direct.
Woohoo! Sick fight. You gotta see this. Look, 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 look.
Shh. I'm saving money.
Save up to 25% on your optional car insurance for safe driving with Bel Air Direct.
For weight. Hard. Really hard, guys. Go, 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 go. 17-1.
Back here inside the Vernon Curling Club. It's a tie game here in the women's semifinal between Team Bakker and Team Daniels. Team Daniels scoring their 2 in the second end.
I know, me too.
It's the Rick Cotter Memorial from Vernon, BC, part of the BC Junior Curling Tour, presented by Bel Air Direct Insurance and Best Western. As the center guard from Jordan goes up for Team Daniels. Of course, part of the BC Junior Curling Tour, there's money on the line. There's going to be points on the BC Junior Curling Tour. 5 events on the tour. Team with the most points on the men's and women's side will receive an automatic berth in provincials, taking place at the end of December, beginning of January in capital here in BC, Victoria, over on Vancouver Island. Of course, as money is important as well, money up for grabs in this event as well. Just for being in the semifinal, these teams will be guaranteed $750. And the winner will receive $2,000. The finalists will receive $1,400.
Okay, good sweep. 15.
As Jordan has the weight on that coming around, but again, the line just a little off. And it doesn't look like you're going to be able to roll in if you're a Team Bakker here. A chance to roll away and prevent Team Daniels from going around the center guard. That one will miss and slide on by, so an opportunity here for Team Daniels to put another guard up with some early pressure here on Team Bakker. As mentioned before, it's the 3rd event on the BC Junior Curling Tour. Next event will be in 2 weekends in Kamloops, and Kamloops is where we will be next weekend for the Crown of Curling on the men's and women's tours.
Ball line.
Jim Cotter and Tyler Tardy among some of the teams there. Of course, on the women's side, home team Corinne Brown coming off a win at the Driving Force Abbotsford Cashbill last weekend.
Hey, wall line.
So Hannah with a guard and a double peel opportunity here for Juliana and her team. Pretty easy just to jam the one you're going to hit first on the blue on the left. We'll see if she can get both going here. And she'll get everything moving here. Rocks going everywhere, not enough people to catch them. And didn't see that one coming, I can tell you that one for sure. It all goes away, and that yellow one hangs on the edge of the 12-foot. And Sarah's going to ignore it and just throw the center guard on her own.
Close for line. Clean, yep. Hey, over and off. Little Sarah. Yep.
This guard is
Yep.
coming in quite nice from Hannah Linder. And you can tell it looks perfectly over the blue one. So a little kind of hit and roll here for Team Bakker. Just
Good throw.
remove the blue and roll over and sit for a corner guard. And they will just make the straight peel here. Update on the other semifinals going on right now on Sheet 4 men's semifinal. Team Carpenter with a 3-2 lead over Team Ballard. They are underway in the fifth end. Sheet 5, Team Drexel versus Team Richards. Drexel has a 3-0 lead in that one. They haven't put up the score in the fourth end. And over on Sheet 6, Team Sato holds a 3-1 lead over Team Palanuik. So they're about to get going in 5. Again, the fourth end score has been put up.
Over and off.
And then you get this one over here if you're Team Daniels.
Okay.
And it will, but super high, and it's over curls. So a chance to sit 2 here. You have the option to roll buried. It is a long center guard. You can roll open here as well, but they're gonna maybe try to get a little roll in. Definitely doable. The guard is so high, you got so much room to go around it. We are here inside the Vernon Curling Club. Want to give a huge thank you to Jim Cotter and the Cotter family here for organizing the event. It's been another fantastic event here in Vernon. Dave Merklinger, manager, and a head ice tack here. Great ice conditions. Haven't heard much complaints so far. I'd like to thank you as well for joining us here this morning, or whether this is your
Nose is fine.
first time watching, or it's your 7th time watching, or maybe you've watched all the events previous. So I'd like to thank you for joining me and joining KISS here for another great weekend of curling. So lots more to come here on Curl BC TV. As mentioned, we'll be in Kamloops next weekend, the Crown of Curling. And then I believe we'll be in Kelowna for the double cash there on the Remembrance Day long weekend, back on the men's and women's curling tours. We'll also have all the provincials as well. The first one, of course, the junior provincials from Victoria at the end of December. As that rock from Sarah will come to the nose of the yellow one, now sitting 2 without the last rock. I'd also like to give a thank you to our technical producer, Marcio. This is not possible without him. That's the reason why this is possible. Lots of hours put in behind the scenes to give you the best coverage we can give you. As this rock is wide. Maybe get a double out of this. Looking at the angles here, and we'll just get the 1 out. So now down to skip stones here in 5. You know, that guard is so high, it's really tough to bury. You almost have to be, top 12 to be perfectly buried and really make it inaccessible for Team Bakker to get at. But again, top 4 here, it's still a guard. It still could be a factor on the shot. But you want to sit nice here. Top the 4-foot, just biting. So Sarah Daniels will throw her first rock here in 5. Of course, later today we'll have the men's final. That'll be at 11:30. And that one will come to the top of the 12th, but still sitting 2 right now for Team Daniels.
Oh, is that? Yeah. Just didn't really have a thought.
So Ashton now will head down and throw her first. Looks like they're going to play a hit here on the one in the back gate. Try to roll behind and sit for a shot. Buried. Makes Sarah make a tough tap on her last one. Ashton Skrillik. Juliana sweeping Lisa in the house, trying for the roll. And she will make that one quite nicely. Well, it looks like Sarah should be able to get at it here. We'll take a look. Could play the draw, could play the tap. Draw's a little easier. Your goal here is to force. Either one will do the trick. Like, you know, you freeze here. You just threw a draw on your last one, whereas Ashton threw a hit. So you freeze and force Ashton to make a draw.
And it's back 8.
So last rock for Team Daniels here in 5.
Felt better.
We're going to freeze to the yellow one. On it for line. Weight looks close. We got to get it by the blue one. But it will tick off it. And there's no double for 3. So it'll just be a draw to the 8-foot for 2 here for Ashton Skrillik and Team Bakker. So Ashton now throwing her final stone. Needs a full 12 to score 2 and regain the 2-point lead. And this will hang around in the back of the 8-foot here. So for Team Bakker, I scored 2. They'll take the 4-2 lead and into the 6th end of the women's semifinal here at the Rick Cotter Memorial Junior Speed.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Bel Air Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Bel Air Direct.
Back here inside the Vernon Curling Club. Jordan Kiss with you. 6th end about to get underway here. Score of 2 for Team Bakker in 5. Team Daniels will have the hammer here in the 6th end. Update on the other women's semi over on sheet 5. Team Richards got 3 and 4 to tie it up over Team Drexel. They currently play the 5th end, as there looks like it's the final rock there for Team Drexel with the hammer, and looks like it's just a draw for 1. Or maybe there's a blank opportunity. We'll wait and see.
Line's good.
As the first rock from Juliana comes to the back of the 12
Only
foot.
for a weight.
So a corner guard here for Team Daniels.
Okay.
And Jordan with a nice shot.
17-1.
Both teams executing their corner guards to perfection here in this one. And the men's semi on sheet 4, a score of 1 for Team Carpenter in the 5th, and they now hold a 4-2 lead over Team Ballard. Team Ballard's been on quite a nice run here. They're on the B side of the double knockout format. They were down 4 in the last end, and they've tied it up on a measure and stolen the extra to come away with the victory, and then defeating Team Caldwell in the the final qualifying game for the playoffs.
Line's good. Lead. Yep. Yes. Yes.
So they waited too long, so we may have picked up on something. That's what Sarah was saying there. And they will rack on their guard, but they still usable, both of them. Going to be tough to go around the corner, but they have that long center. It's just off center to use, but Team Bakker now an opportunity to go around there. One on the center line. Top 4, top 8. It's currently 1-1 here. Draw around the center. Juliana McKenzie. And this team from Calgary, Alberta. Always nice to see teams traveling. Chance here for, all the teams to maybe play some new opponents, whether for Team Bakker and even the BC teams that have had a chance to play them here this weekend.
13-8. Just back line.
So it looks like it's partially open, so they're going to throw back line weight at this one. Try to roll behind. Anna Lindner from Fort St. John.
Whoa. Sarah, yep.
I'm just going to finish this one here. They had a sweep to get a bye, and that's going to come to the nose and tap the yellow to the back, the 8 foot there. So nice little wall of yellow rocks that Team Daniels could use. Going to help prevent that blue from being removed. So I think they're just going to play to it here. Again, you can play another tap, or you can try to hit it and punch it out this way. So I think they're going to throw board weight at this. You can even try to throw back line and try to get to the inside of it. This one is hanging up there. Needs to curl to make contact, and it will, but it won't make enough contact and just give a little kiss to the blue one. We're now sitting at 1 here with the hammer.
Top 8.
Couple draw options here for Team Daniels. They're going to like to go down this right side here.
Think here.
You could again come this way and kind of sit on the center line as well. Freeze to your own. So looks like they're going to come in this way. A little easier to get to the 4 foot here. If you go 4 foot, you could leave a double for Team Bakker. So looking to get this one top 8, kind of close off that front of the house here.
Yep. Hard line. Hard. Yeah.
This one's got to get by the blue guard here. And they will make contact again with it. Just move it over.
Got a 14. Just tight. Good weight.
It's kind of the same shot here for Team Bakker. Again, just waiting for this one to curl. And they'll just push that one kind of slightly in the open there in the 4 foot. And a hit and roll here for Team Daniels. Now you can see there on the scoreboard, we just talked about this. Eric Caldwell came to me and just asked me that I have the score on. I'm going to show you I am right. It is 4-2. The scoreboard over there is incorrect. For some reason, the 6th end is put up, so don't get confused by that scoreboard. Sarah Loken now. So it is 4-2, not 4-4.
Yep, Jordan, yep, hard. Roll it out if you can. Okay.
And they're just going to hit it on the nose.
Hey, Jordan, can you fix the score? We're playing the 6th end right now.
And Sarah Daniels being aware, maybe hearing me through the glass. Pretty tough double right now for Team Bakker. It could be there if you want to try it. But I think they're looking at right now, just hit and roll. I'm going to sit here in the 4 foot. It's pretty close for the roll. And Lisa will roll. Still open here for Team Daniels. So a chance. I think you're going to need a little inside roll here. I think if you hit nose, it's going to jam.
Yeah.
And I believe the yellow one will end up being the second shot. So to sit 2, you're going to need just a little roll to the inside. And back line weight here.
Whoa. Jordan, yep.
And this one is wide.
Hard,
Needs to curl it. They're trying to sweep it by so they don't move the yellow one up. And good awareness from Sarah, knowing that it wasn't going to curl for him, and
12-5.
avoid pushing the yellow one into the blue.
I didn't even
I looked and I was like, we're not tied. We're playing the sixth end right now.
And the other women's semifinal over on sheet 5, Drexel with 2 in the 5th end. And then they now are up 5-3 over Team Richards. So it looks like Team Bakker here is going to go through the hole. You know, tap this blue one. You can just freeze to it as well. You can tap it on to sit 4. No, but you make this shot. You have control of both sides of the sheet of the ice on the forefoot. You know, you play the tap. You still leave both sides open for Team Daniels to use and draw. But you make this shot, Sarah. There's no draw path for her. You have the forefoot on lockdown. Ashton Skrillick filling in for Riley Bakker this week. And I was told she was had a bunch of midterm exams and stuff, so hopefully she did well. This one needs to curl a little bit for him. It's hanging out there, and they will tap the blue to the back 4. Back 8, maybe biting the forefoot, but looks like
11?
it's probably yellow sitting 2 right now.
Just 11. Try and get a little roll.
Yep, so they're going to try to roll inside here. And you'll most likely see Team Bakker play a little slash on their yellow one. They're on it now. Hard for line. Do you want to stick in the forefoot here? They're just skinny by the blue, and they will hit the yellow, but will roll out. So at least Team Bakker is sitting a 1 there on the top of the 4. Now a chance to sit to. You want this one.
Sorry.
Top 4, biting the forefoot.
A little tight.
They're gonna say go back 4 here. Freeze to it and force Sarah to a single. That's fine, but if you really want to put the pressure on Sarah, just come top 4. Top 4, top 8 here. And she's gonna, probably have a very difficult draw to the side of the forefoot here for a 1. But even if you're light here, that's all right. So call is the freeze to the blue at the back of the 4, back 8. So last rock here. Team Bakker. You need to move on this one for line. They will get by the blue. Now just need it to curl for him. It is a little heavy and will spill open. Tough to tell who is shot back there. So it looks like the blue is second shot, so Sarah might have an opportunity here for 2. I don't think it's there for 2 if you come in get to the inside. I think this one of the back 8 out counts it. Well, out count your shooter. So it looks like it's just a draw for 1. Needs a nice chunk of the 4 here.
Great. Just full 4. Can come to the back one. I think. Okay.
So final rock here in 6. Draw for 1. Has backing she can use.
Line's okay. Room right now. Room. Bakker. Go for win.
They are by the blue, and they just got to get it there right now.
Hard.
Sweeper's working hard. Got to get a little more closer to the 4, and it's going to be close. Didn't they get it close enough here? Definitely worth the measure. And Lisa's going to say it's the blue, so Sweeper's got it there just enough there to score the 1 here for Team Daniels in 6. They'll now trail 4-3 with 2 minutes to go here in Vernon at the Rick Cotter Memorial.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Baller Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Bel Air Direct.
Okay, I guess we'll go with the high 2.
And number 7 here in the women's semifinal from the Vernon Curling Club. Team Daniels with the single in 6. And after Jordan Henson through the center guard, Team Bakker going to like to play the peel here. Or excuse me, the tick can't peel yet. Looks like they're going to try to blank this end and take the hammer up 1, coming into 8. And this one, it looks like it's going to come to the nose of the blue. And that one will, should go out, so they'll put it back here. And I learned this yesterday in one of our games. The rock doesn't have to go in the exact same spot. It goes in the spot where both teams agree. So as long as both teams agree of where the rock is placed and put it back, it's fine. That doesn't have to be the exact same spot. I learned that yesterday during one of our games. So Jordan now going to come around here. And that will come to the top of the 12-foot. So sitting 2 right now on the center line.
A little bit, yeah.
So you can see a little bit of that blue one. So they're going to throw board weight here. Again, they won't be able to take out the guard up there. So a delicate shot here. Juliana McKenzie. Board weight. Try to remove the blue with a 12-foot. And this is looking nice as it sneaks by, and they will hit it, but they won't hit it enough. But they, no, well, not enough to remove it, but enough to get it out of the way off the center line, which is what you're hoping for that shot. You want to, so Team Bakker, they do want to blank here, but again, they want to make sure they, have a shot. They're scoring up to without, you'd be happy with. Don't want to give up a steal, but again, as long as you give up a steal one, you still have the hammer coming home. Everybody has their, own preference of how they want to, of the scenario they want in the eighth end. Some teams like having the hammer. Some teams don't like having the hammer. It's all about preference. So they will throw the other guard that's kind of off center. So there is a double peel, so they're going to hit the blue one on the right first, then come into contact with the one in the middle, then gonna spill out this way. So double peel now. They'll just get the one on the center line, which is, you could remove one. That is the one you want to get rid of. Team Daniels now will elect to put it back. Sweepers now moving this one a little closer as they will get it close to the center line, but the double peel still there for Team Bakker. Getting on an easy double peel. So kind of the same thing. Hit the one on the right first and move over to the left and roll up and out. This one will go right by everything through the hole, and Team Daniels now looking to take advantage of a mistake there from Lisa and bury one here. And they would like to force to one and try to get your three in the eighth end with the hammer, but you'd be happy taking one as well if you're Team Daniels. Anytime you score points, you're going to be happy no matter how much or when it is. So Sarah Loken, as we now are on to third rocks here. Will come to the button, but it is over curls a hair. But Team Bakker here in Ashton is going to elect to play this double. You could try to hit and roll behind the kind of guard there on the left, like the kind of corner guard. But they're gonna. It is almost like a natural double here, and if you make it, you're gonna be buried behind the center guard. On and out of her hands here. And she will just come to nose. Now you're going to see Sarah ignore that one. She has a very nice one on the button right now. So she's going to probably guard it with her life here for the rest of this end. It's the only way Team Bakker right now can get it out is through the hole. If they have to, they can play off their yellow one there, but again, that'll only be a shot for one. So see a guard here. If Team Bakker makes a double peel, you might see Sarah play the hit on the open one. Updating to the other women's semifinal, a steal of 3 and 6 for Team Drexel. They are now up, was it 8-3 now as they play 7 over Team Richards. As that rock doesn't curl enough. And now a chance here for Team Bakker to hit and roll and a sit 2. Now the other one of the men's semifinals over on sheet 4. It's a tie game between Team Cotter and Team Ballard as they play 7. So it's the last of the third rocks here in the women's semifinal. And this one's coming close to the guard here, and they will get by. And they will just roll a little more open in the forefoot. So it looks like another opportunity here for Sarah to play a hit and roll. Not a lot of room to maneuver it, so you might have to throw, control to normal here. So they're going to decide to throw the out turn at this one. So that'll be inside out. Now I got to be careful here because it will come off the center line. So they're going to throw a 10 here, which is a control weight. So they're going to try to roll under. A little easier to roll under the one on the right there, but I think if you can roll under those 2 blues, that's the perfect spot. That's first rock here for Sarah Daniels in 7. Sweepers are off it. It's pretty close here. They are through, and they'll roll the other way behind. Partially behind. But it's still available here for Team Bakker to play the hit and roll behind the 2 blue guards. Of course, both teams still have their 2 90-second timeouts available. Might see all those used in the 8th end. So hit and roll to the left here. Sit 2. And if they do, you'll probably see Sarah play a double in the yellows and try to force. If you are Team Daniels here, don't want to give up anything more than 2. Even, you know, 2's not ideal for Team Daniels. So this one, will it get through the hole? Now where will it roll? It will roll behind, but there is a double here for Sarah.
Pin double. Myself. Heel.
It's a little thin,
Gotta hit it like there.
and you want to stick here, which is pretty tough on this double. Again, so come off this way and just boom, boom. And you'll, and I believe Ashton will most likely have a chance to play the blank. But at least get one of these out for Team Daniels. So last rock for Sarah.
Yes! Yes! Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. They get 1, get 2, and she will stick a perfect shot from Sarah Daniels. And you just hit it too thin, but it does the job. And that was a big shot for her and her team. But the blank is available now for Team Bakker to take the hammer coming home, up 1 in the final end. Women's semifinal. So they're on it right now, and this is no doubter. Blank is made, so Team Bakker will keep the hammer and take it into the last end here. They will have a 1-point lead. Women's semifinal, final end coming up from Vernon right after this.
Woo-hoo. Sick fight. You gotta see this. Look. 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 Look.
Shh. I'm saving money.
Save up to 25% on your optional car insurance for safe driving with Bel Air Direct.
Just for weight.
Back here inside the Vernon Curling Club.
Can we take it tight?
And number 8 here between Team Bakker and Team Daniels. After a blank and 7, Bakker regains the hammer. The women's semifinals of the Rick Cotter Memorial, part of the BC Junior Curling Tour, presented by Bel Air Direct Insurance and Best Western, the official hotel of Curl BC, where Curl BC members can use this corporate ID code of 0150-4820. You can receive that code, and or you can use that code when you book a room at a Best Western, and you can receive rates, discounted rates up to 19% for Curl BC members. You know, if you're from Alberta and you're watching this, maybe try it out. You never know. I don't know if they ID if they're actually a Curl BC member, kind of like the Bel Air Direct Insurance thing. Try it out. Corporate ID code 0150-4820. You can use that when you're booking a hotel for your next Bonspiel or just maybe a summer vacation. use that corporate ID code anywhere. Thank you to Best Western. As they'll just kiss the blue rock off the tick. My name is Jordan Kiss. An exciting one here. We will have the men's final coming up at 11:30, maybe later. But that will be our final feature matchup here this weekend from Vernon.
More room on this one.
Want this one to be short of the house here, and it will put on the brakes. A little too late. It is a biter. So Jordan Henson just a hair heavy, and just a peel here for Team Bakker. And the peel is made. And it'll be another center guard here for Team Daniels. Right now, hoping for a miss from Team Bakker.
Jordan, yep. Hard. Hard. Bring it tight. Go. Go, go, go. Okay.
And that rock will come to rest there, just off center.
15 and a half.
So you'll see a double peel opportunity here. So looking to hit this top blue one across the top, the blue that Team Daniels just threw. Clear everything out, and you do that, you'll be set yourself on a nice path to win this one. And they'll get one blue, and they'll stick the others. The other blue will still hang around, but at least it's off center right now.
It's like a 1.
So Team Daniels just over the hog line here. Team Bakker, you want to keep that center line open. You want to allow yourself as easy a shot as possible for the win, where that's an open hit, free draw to the house. And for Team Daniels, ideally you'll love to force Ashton to make her final shot against 2.
Hard. Gotta be over.
And this one is going to come up light from Hannah. And that, unfortunately, might be the shot that cost them the game here. As a peel here for Team Bakker. If it's made, they'll be on cruise control. They're off it early on here. And Lisa there giving Team Daniels another chance.
Yeah.
A huge, huge break for Team Daniels. That peel is made. That, you know, as I said, that couldn't have been the game right there. But second life here in the 8th end for Team Daniels. As we're now on to third rocks. Sarah Loken.
Just a 1. Just here. Where is it? 3. like more than that. Okay. Sit. Okay.
And this rock will sit on the center line. So another chance at a double peel here for Team Bakker. Lisa Parent looking for redemption here after flashing her last peel. And she will remove the one on the center, but there is a double corner guard here on the right side. And Sarah's going to elect to go around it. But the good news for Team Bakker right now is that the center is still open.
Clean. Close. Yep. 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 Whoa.
So on it for line right now.
Okay. Had to go for line.
You just want this one to sit down. Line's fine. This is looking pretty nice here from Sarah Loken.
Really good.
And it will come to rest. That looks like perfectly buried. Couldn't make that one any better.
Yeah. Well, they all kind of have been. Like all the guards were like.
So they're going to elect to tap this one out here.
Maybe it
You
was just
could
more
try the double peel.
and dish it, like get the same.
That's the safer call.
So like it probably looked the same slide, but just a little bit less.
And they are going to call their first timeout here. First of two 90-second timeouts. The last of the third rocks here in the eighth end. Coach Jack Moss will head out to talk to his team. Katie Witt, coach for Team Daniels. Looks like Coach Rick will probably tell the girls to make the double peel. That playing that one is a little risky right now.
Then it doesn't count.
It doesn't, because it was the same as if you put it there and they peeled it. It was exactly the same.
It is the women's
When's the last time she threw a draw?
No, 6-10.
semi-final, excuse me, from the Vernon Curling Club. Jordan Kiss with you. Team Bakker up one with the hammer here. Team Daniels right now is sitting one behind those two corner guards.
Get better, but might have to be good
And
enough.
Team Bakker has made the decision here to play the double peel and open up that one in the 8-foot.
Maybe one of the guards will get a little closer to center. So we can get a draw around that.
And it could be possible for this yellow rock to jam on the blue and maybe roll towards the middle, which you can hear Sarah there is kind of something she's hoping for.
Going out.
Even the shooter could roll to the center line if it over curls.
Maybe the top one or the shooter might just.
You know, both these yellows could end up on the center line if Team Bakker is super unlucky. The last of the third rocks here in 8. Double peel. And they will just take the top off. So still Team Daniels sitting 1. Then you want to make sure Ashton has a shot against 2.
Where do we put our guard?
Team Daniels still has 2 timeouts here. 2 rocks left. Might as well use one of them now.
Yeah, just if we put it on center, she's running it into this one. That's the only thing. I mean, as long as we don't set up a triple for her, then we'll have something to go around.
You're saying maybe playing the center guard, but worried that Ashton will run it into the one in the house.
Here.
Just off center and kind of hope for a missed peel. You could try coming around the corner guard once more. They are going to try the center guard here. And as mentioned, hope Ashton misses the peel or noses it. And you have can draw around the center guard and make it a little tougher for Team Bakker to score their 1 here for the win.
Put this one a little tighter than the other guard.
So skip rocks here in 8. Just a guard here for Team Daniels.
Go for weight, line's good. Really curling. Yep. Yep. Hard. 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 Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa.
And that is a nice shot. It is even with the other one.
Curl a little too much.
No double peel, but you're going to see Team Bakker here try to run the blue in and take out the blue in the 8-foot.
Even if she does play the run, we still have a guard.
So updating the one of the men's semifinals over on sheet 6, Team Sato ended up victorious. They will play in their 3rd straight final here this season on the junior tour. And waiting the winner of Team Carpenter and Team Ballard as they play the 8th end. Team Carpenter is up 6-4 as they are on 3rd stones there. Ashton Skrillick, her first. Worst case, just peel off this guard. Juliana hasn't touched it, and she will just peel. So it looks like Sarah will play around the corner guard, and Ashton will have a draw against 2 for the win.
Fully around the guard.
So you'd be happy this one anywhere's, in the paint here.
Right around. Fully buried.
So draw around the corner guard, sit 2, and say a little prayer. So Sarah likes it out of her hand.
Well, no. Close line.
Line's fine here. The weight's a little heavy.
Got a curl.
She's going to tap her blue. So she is sitting 2, but it is a open hit here for Ashton. Sit on the no, sit in the 8-foot, full 8-foot, and she will book a spot in the final.
Sorry, just gave it too much.
It could be another Alberta team in the final on the women's side of a tour event here in Vernon at the Prestige 2 weekends ago. It was Chelsea Carey versus Kelsey Rock in the final here. Kelsey Rock coming up victorious in that one. And if you want to watch that game, you can. You're already on our YouTube page. Go to our channel and you can see all the archive videos from all the events we've done this season. So they're going to change turns here. Go inside out. It needs to stick in the 8-foot for the win. And a spot in the final here at the Rick Cotter Memorial. Ashton Skrilek, the normal third for this team, but skipping this weekend. Maybe depending on how this weekend goes, they might consider maybe making a switch. You never know. Roll with the hot hand. A final shot here in 8. Juliana hasn't touched it yet. This one's hanging on center right now. Needs to curl. And will I get one of these blues out? And it won't. And Sarah Daniels will steal 2 here in 8 to pick up the victory. They will win this one 5-4. Tough for Team Bakker there. Just hung out there. You expect that one to curl going towards the wings, but Team Daniels will play in their second final here on the junior tour. They will await the winner of Drexel versus Richards, where Heather Drexel holds a 8-6 lead in the 8th end with the hammer. So Daniels winning this one.
No problem.
And we'll now move over to sheet 4. So Team Carpenter throwing the yellow rocks. Ballard blue. Ballard down by 2 with the hammer. It's the first of the skip rocks here, Braden Carpenter. Looks like it's blue sitting 1. So it looks like one of those blues is buried by that really high guard over the hog line. So they're going to talk this out. They're going to call a timeout here. You have the yellows on the right there they can use to slash in. As the coaches make their way down here. There's 90-second timeout. So it is the first of the skip rocks. 4 rocks remain. Team Ballard blue down by 2. They are only sitting 1 right now. Well, you could play, come around this way if you want to. Come down here. These yellows over here, you could maybe slash in. Just tap. Tough to tell of like how buried a blue rock is. Definitely feel it is buried. If not, you'd no, you would play the blue double. So they're still talking it over here. And so the timeout is up. So I think you can come around this and tap it up. I don't mind coming inside out and play the draw. You can even freeze through to your yellow one. As long as you don't tap it, you're sitting it looks like 1 and 3. So they've come to a decision here. Maybe play like a board weight double. So Brandon Carpenter in the hack, just taking a look at it from down there. And he's made his decision. Connor Dean in the house, calling the line. They're trying to make this one curl. They're going to run the yellow one in. It'll slide over top. So hit it a little too thin. And for Team Ballard, they can tap that yellow one and sit. No, sit 3. So Dawson Ballard will head to the other end and throw his first rock. Looks like they are going to play the tap on this yellow one here. Rhett Hildenbrett in the house. So Dawson in the hack now, just taking a look at it from the other end. So it's like a tap here. Tap on the yellow. As he delivers his first rock. They're on it out of his hand. Jibber's working really hard on this one. It gets by the blue. It's going to get by the top blue first, and it will tick off, and it will spill. So still I think the blue there in the 8-foot still shot rock. You know, if yellow shot, I think you almost split the rings here, but if you do that, you might leave a double. So you make both these, you can't make these blues go away. You can't make both of them go away here. I don't think you can. I think the one in the 8-foot will jam on the yellow one that's in the 8-foot right now. So you can do that. Force to 1. Well, you know, you play it there, you'll force Dawson to make a big weight takeout to probably score 2. I think that's where you put it here. Freeze to your own. Because hopefully you don't leave a double. Although with the freeze, you have to make it absolutely perfect, or else Dawson will have a shot for 3. And a final in the other women's semi. Team Drexel defeating Team Richards. Will be Team Drexel versus Team Daniels in the women's final. And Team Carpenter here, it's their last rock. Up to without the hammer. Looks like they're going to try to win it here. Or at least force Team Ballard to 2. You know, if he knows it, you can't lose. So Braden will head down to deliver his last stone here in the 8th end. It's like soft weight here. This one needs to curl. Mac trying to do so. Will hit their yellow, but roll in. Don't want to leave a double here, so Dawson will have a shot for the win. Just looking exactly where they need to hit it. It is there all day long. Double for 3. So they're going to call a timeout here. I'm not too sure what the timeout's about. It's last rock. You have a shot for 3. Maybe they just want to go over with their coach Craig Lepine. Seems pretty straightforward. The coaches will make their way out onto the ice. Like the way it looks here, right? Double for the win. Maybe there's more to it than meets the eye right now. So he needs to touch both yellows here. He needs to score 2 to tie. Dawson will head down to throw his last rock. This is the men's semifinal here in Vernon. Jordan Kiss with you. Winner will face Team Sato in the men's final. So he delivers his last rock here. On it, out of his hand. Brendan Reimer working really hard. Gonna hit the one, roll over, and he will make it. And Team Ballard will score 3 and win this one in the 8th end. They'll now play Team Sato in the final. And that will be coming up here very shortly, I believe 11:30. Could change, but fantastic action here in the semifinals from Vernon. Will be back later on the men's final from Vernon BC at 11:30. Team Sato versus Team Carpenter. Thank you for joining us this morning. And again, we'll talk to you very shortly. Have a nice little break, eat some lunch, and we'll talk to you soon.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Bel Air Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Bel Air Direct.
Woo-hoo. Sick fight. You gotta see this. Look. 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 Look.
Shh. I'm saving money.
Save up to 25% on your optional car insurance for safe driving with Bel Air Direct.